a story called Abiyoyo. And I'm going to need your help because I need you to learn a song. But first I'm going to tell you about Abiyoyo. It's a story, and it's an old South African folk story. And the person who wrote it, that I read it, is by Seeger, and he sings the song to go with it. So, you ready to learn the song? Yeah. Okay, it's easy. Abiyoyo, 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 Biyoyo, Biyoyo. Got it? Okay, so I'm going to need your help because you know why? That song is going to help us fight a giant. Can you help me fight a giant? Yeah. Okay, so let's start the story. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a boy, and he had a ukulele. Do you know what a ukulele is? It's like a little tiny guitar. And he would go all over town, and he'd play the guitar. Blink, 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 blink. And he would get in people's way, and they would say, "We're trying to do some work. Would you please get out of here with that annoying ukulele?" And so then he would go over to maybe the market, and he would play his ukulele. Blink, 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 blink. And he would get in their way, and the grown-ups would say, "Would you please stop playing that ukulele in here? Go on, get out, get." So, the problem was, this boy's father got in trouble too. His daddy was causing problems. He had a magic wand. And the daddy would take the magic wand, and he would wave it in the air, and he would make things disappear. You ready? Zoop! Zoop! And it would disappear. And that would be fine, except that he was telling a practical joke. And somebody would be sitting down to do work, and they would get out their saw, and they'd be sawing the log. And then that father would walk up behind him and go, "Zoop!" And the saw would disappear, and he couldn't finish his work. Somebody would be very tired, and he'd be thirsty, and he'd have a glass of water, pick it up and drink it, and the father would come by with his magic wand, and he'd go, "Zoop!" And the glass would disappear, and the water would fall all over him. And the father thought this was very funny, but the people didn't think this was funny at all. No. And after he did this too many times, they finally said, "You and your magic wand, you and your boy with that ukulele, you get out of town." And they ostracized them. You know what that means? It means they wouldn't talk to him anymore, and they made him live on the edge of town because he played too many jokes. Wow. So the boy and his father, they went to live on the edge of town. One day, people in this town used to tell stories. And the old people in the town used to tell stories about the giants that lived in the old days. And they would tell stories about Abiyoyo. They said he could eat a man in one bite. Well, nobody believed the stories, but they told the stories anyway. So, one day, the boy woke up, and they heard a sound. Boom, boom, boom. And the sun was rising bright over the hills. And people looked out their windows, and they said, "Run! Run for your lives! Abiyoyo's coming!" And the men, they ran and they fainted, and the women, they screamed and they yelled. And the boy, this woke him up, and he looked out, and he saw this big shape coming up over the hill. And he said, "Pa, what is that?" And Pa looked out the window, and he said, "Oh, son, that's Abiyoyo. We've got to run." Oh, he's the giant. If only I had my wand, and if only I could get Abiyoyo to lie down. If I could get Abiyoyo to lie down, I could make him disappear. And the boy thought for a second, and he said, "Get your magic wand." And he grabbed his father, and he grabbed his ukulele, and his father grabbed his magic wand, and they went running towards Abiyoyo. Well, everybody in the town said, "Stop, what are you doing?" And Abiyoyo, on his way, he walks by the sheep field, and he picks up a sheep, and he eats a sheep in one bite. And he walks by a cow field, and he picks up a cow, and he eats a cow in one bite. Moo, moo, And the boy and the father, they're running towards Abiyoyo because they know that they can save the day. So the boy breaks out his yo-yo, and he starts singing, "Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo." And the giant stops. What is that sound? He's never heard his name before. And the giant reaches up his big claw, and he's going to grab the boy and eat him up. So the boy breaks out his ukulele. He sings even faster. Ready? Go faster. Abiyoyo, 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 Abiyoyo. And the giant starts dancing because he's never heard his name before and he's never heard a song before. So sing even faster. Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. And the giant is dancing and he's dancing and he gets so tired he falls down. And the father steps up with his magic wand and he goes zoop, zoop. And he makes that giant disappear. And the whole town says, "Yay! You saved us! You got rid of Abiyoyo with singing. You can come on back to town. You can bring that ukulele. You can bring that magic wand. We don't care." And they all walk back to town together. And what do you think they sang? Abiyoyo, 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 Abiyoyo. And that's how they saved the town. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron.